Hello there, how are you? This is Nurse Tanya here with Awaken Wellness with a little presentation for you. If you have found this page, there's a good chance you know me from somewhere. Maybe you've seen some of my videos. I'm kind of more of a Facebook girl than Instagram. I'm working on my Instagram presence. It's not easy for me. So I am in that just turned 50 crowd that still kind of likes my face. I still kind of like my Facebook. I am also working on my YouTube presence, so this is all really new to me. If you're watching replay years in advance, hopefully when you go through my feed, you'll see some much better stuff than what got going on right now. But we all had to start somewhere, right? It didn't matter what you do in life, we all had to start somewhere. So I'm an RN. I am really completely divorced from healthcare, so to speak. There is kind of basically not much I agree with outside of the emergency room. You know, if you have a heart attack or something, get to the emergency room. If you've had an accident, emergency room, totally beneficial. I'm still there. I'm still in agreement with that. In my business at Awaken Wellness, I am a restorative health coach. I am a medica- oh, foundational medicine practitioner. I hate to even say medicine. It's really kind of hard to define what it is that I do. But if you're here, it's probably because of this CellCore tag or because of that DIY tag. So what I have built in to my programs, into my business, is a little niche for you DIY girls. I am such a do-it-yourselfer. It doesn't matter what it is, I'm a do-it-yourselfer. Here with this video is me being a do-it-yourselfer because I haven't gone out and found help to make these videos. So I'm out here finding tools, doing things myself. So I know in the wellness community, there are a ton of you do it yourself girls who have got that go-to. You've got the self-disciplined. You know what to do, you know how to do it. You're eating right, you're taking care of yourself. You're all about clean products, all about detoxing. You're all about raising your kids in a non-vaccine environment. Like, you know this stuff. A lot of you probably know more than I do. You know, like, it wasn't that long ago that I divorced medicine. So every day I'm learning something new and I'm growing. I have partnered with CellCore. I'm a CellCore practitioner. So I've got access. I've got what you want. What I am offering as a DIY CellCore partnership, as a membership, is absolutely not for sick people, okay? It's not these programs are not for you if you've got autoimmune disease, if you think you have Lyme disease, if you think you have mold toxicity. This is not for you. The DIY is not where you're at. You need coaching, you need mentorship, you need to come in on a one-to-one basis. So with that, there is more cost. You have the practitioner fees, but it's such a deeper thing. The DIY option is for people who are basically healthy but just want to clean up, or you've heard about the parasite cleanse and you really want to dig into like that full moon thing. You want to go further. Maybe you've heard about the advanced TUDCA and how amazing that is. So you've been familiar with CellCore's products, you just want access, okay? Again, not for breastfeeding or nursing people. You need more advice on that. Some of the products, some of the CellCore products are just fine, but I'm not going to give you my code and let you just buy products if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, okay? Um, if this is down the road and you have had the code, you become pregnant, you become breastfeeding, please get a hold of me. At least get one consultation so we can guide you through that. We can do what's safe. We can do what's right. Okay. So, are you following me? All you DYIs, you know you're motivated, you have education, you just want access, right? You know CellCore is amazing, you just want access. So, no matter what, we can all do better. We can all do some cleaning up. Maybe your hormones are a little funky. Maybe you've got 5 to 10 pounds that you just can't seem to lose. Maybe you get occasional constipation, occasional bloating. Um, what other things? Just those little GI upsets, anxiety, stress, those little naggy things can become so much improved after we do a little CellCore cleanup, okay? So, DYI, we're going to get you access to some products. Biofilm is a big deal. I'm sure you're familiar with biofilms. Little things in daily life all contribute to that biofilm. Biofilm is kind of occult, it's hidden. All these yucky stuff, it hides that from your immune system. So your immune system is somewhat helpless against it. Things like stress, sugar, which I know if you guys are that DIY crowd, you're already staying away from sugar, especially high fructose corn syrup. EMFs, it doesn't, we're bombarded with EMFs. There's not much we can do. I'm even wearing earbuds, which goes totally against my grain, but it just works so much better for things like this. So limited use for sure. Low stomach acid, if you are not doing something about your stomach acid, that is something I'm really encourage you to do. Use apple cider vinegar, use betaine, but we've got to have our stomach acid better. Stress just squashes that stomach acid and it leads to a trickle down of ill effects in the body. Antibiotics, hopefully it's been a while since you've been on antibiotics, but somewhere along the line we have had antibiotics. Our food, our meats have got antibiotics, and that affects that biofilm. General pollution, radiation, if you've been exposed through the hospitals, if you've been exposed through your work, just in general, dysbiosis, a little constipation, all these things in your biofilm. And the CellCore products are so amazing at cleaning up that biofilm. Okay, we're gonna talk about no matter what, like I say, it's gonna be DIY when you choose to do the membership and I allow you to order on your own under my practitioner account. I can't force you, of course, to do anything, but I highly recommend that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, you start with the Jumpstart Kit, okay? If you have done the Jumpstart Kit in the past and it's been a year, it's even been 6 months, I'm going to encourage you to go back to that Jumpstart Kit, okay? It's never, ever a waste of time. It's never a waste of money. The whole concept with CellCore is about your drainage, okay? And they have this super nice little graph for us. The photograph towards the right where the ink is kind of leaking, off of the slide there, off that colon, off that liver, that represents an unhealthy body, an unhealthy drainage funnel. So like little things like lung problems, sinus problems, skin problems, swelling, if your fingers want to swell, if your ankles want to swell, those are all clues. Those are all your body trying to speak to you like a nonverbal toddler, giving you these clues, telling you that it's unhappy, that things aren't really working quite right somewhere along the line. And your skin is a really, really big thing. Even your scalp, the condition of your scalp is all when you sweat, it's the path of least resistance. So your body is trying to detox, it's trying to eliminate things going through your skin, right? I'm just going to kind of review a couple of things about this drainage funnel and why it's so important. You just can't skip it. You will be disappointed in CellCore. You will be disappointed in the process if you skip this. And there too, like by giving you access and not guiding you through it, I am counting on you to be responsible. I'm counting on you not to give CellCore a bad name by skipping this process and doing it out of order and then complaining about it to your friends and family, or claiming that the product didn't work. It's set up like this really specifically for your success. Okay, we want to talk about quick drainage versus detox. Okay, I hate that word detox. It gets us in so much trouble because it means something different to everyone who says it, right? It completely means something different. As far as terms, detox is grabbing onto harmful chemicals and pulling them out of the body. That happens through the liver, that happens in phases through the liver of methylation. Okay, a lot of times people will just go into a product detox. They haphazardly do it. They don't incorporate good eating practices, and they set their body into a worse place than it was prior to their detox. So it's something that we really, really want to be careful about. You DIY girls, you study that out. If you don't know what I'm talking about the phases of methylation, that's something you need to study if you really want to advocate for your own health. If you want to be a DIY wellness person, you need to study out that detox methylation. Okay, you need to be well versed in that. And then the difference between drainage. When we talk about drainage, it's got to start at the colon. If you're a little bit constipated, if you're not pooping, really solidly pooping once a day, if not twice a day, there's some issues. You're going to have a hard time going into month 2 of CellCore or phase 2 if you've got a constipation issue. If you have got a chronic constipation going into this, I'm just going to throw out there that you might really not be as DIY as you think you are. If you're going into this and you've got chronic constipation, I invite you to do a one-to-one program and consult, because it is a way bigger deal than you think it is. If you just thought you're like, hey, I can DIY this, and you just hear me saying chronic constipation is a bigger deal than you thought, please make an appointment with me. It's important that we really figure out that issue. Okay, let's see. Listing out those drainage pathways from the bottom up is the colon. So that's going to be that bowel movements. Next is your liver and bile ducts. So important. And so even that stomach acid is such a big deal in that liver and those bile ducts. A lot of people don't realize too that they've got fatty liver. So there too, if you are thinking you're DIY, but you have more than 10 pounds to lose, more than 20 pounds to lose, I really invite you to be a one-on-one client, because there's a really good chance you've got some fatty liver issues. There's a good chance you've got some gallbladder issues. And that's not a DIY situation, okay? That is more serious. There are levels that need to be addressed personally. There's some testing that needs to be done, okay? Your lymphatic system, So important in this drainage. Your lymphatic is a huge volume of your body fluids. So, your armpits, your nodules, your neck, the inside of your groin, all major areas of that lymphatic tissue. Um, like if you get a sore throat, you'll get those lymph nodes behind your ear. During this process, if you start to get a really stiff neck and or a sore lymph node, then you got to back up a little bit. That is your body speaking to you, saying, okay, we're not ready to go any further. Your drainage pathways are not as open. Your lymphatic system is not as open as you thought it was, okay? Really important. Your glymphatic in your brain is super important too. So that brain fog, things like that. This drainage step 1 is going to help all of that. Make sure that's in good shape, okay? Your kidneys, super important for the excretory process. Your skin, your sweating, all of that is the garbage, the sewer system of your body. We've got to make sure your garbage man is picking up the garbage routinely and hauling it away before you go into the pathogen phases, okay? Before we can focus on killing any of the pathogens, detoxing, cleaning up, all of this drainage has to be really optimally working. And if you look back on that drainage pathway, the cells are way at the top. So we don't start that cellular level detox until everything down below is really working perfectly. Let's see, what else did my notes say here? Oh, your cell energy. Yep. Oh, that emergency hatch, right? So talking about your liver and bile ducts, um, if they're backed up, there's an emergency hatch there that is going to open up for the toxins. And instead of the liver processing those toxins, they get dumped into the bile and then into the intestines. So instead of that happening, they get dumped into the blood, okay? Then they go systemic and they cause other issues. That's kind of where you're going to see that in your skin. You're going to get that itching and those rashes. It can damage those endothelial cells in your lungs and in your kidneys. So that's super important that hatch in your liver is working. All right. So all wrapped up in making sure we do this jumpstart protocol. And your cellular level, your mitochondria, okay? Last but not least, the mitochondria are the powerhouse of your body, of your cells. They're the switch to the whole drainage funnel. We have to support the mitochondria so your organs have got the energy that they need to do the work that's in front of them. And the product that we use for that is the BCATP. So that first month, that Jumpstart program, you're just going to do it yourself on that DYI program, and you're just going to use the products like the back of the bottle says. I would also highly recommend adding a bowel mover. So that's a standalone product that helps you prevent constipation. A lot of people in this first month with that jump start, they're going to get a little bit constipated. So order the bowel mover. That's going to go alongside. The directions on the bottle, I think, are 1 to 2 a day as needed for bowel movement. It's kind of great to sample that at night. Give your body overnight to rest and see what happens. Okay. So, and that's one you can push if you need to. I mean, if you need to take 3 of them at night and in order to produce a bowel movement in the morning, it's acceptable. You can do that. As as the roadmap goes, I'm just going to talk about the basic foundation, which again, if you're DIY, you're somebody with little to no health problems. You're not on a pile of medication, and you're not trying to cure like Lyme disease or mold toxicity. You're just a foundation. You're just trying to solid up the foundation of your health, okay? So you're just going to walk through that in phases. In phase 2, and that kit is going to be supporting your gut and your immune system. And that is when the pathogen cleanup starts. That's where that famous Mimosa pudica comes in. You start on the para 1 and you start on the para 2. That para 2 is really great for just taking out some big bad out of balance healthy microbes in your gut. So you have good bacteria, you have bad bacteria, and the good can be a problem when it's let overrun, when it's out of balance. So that para 2 is really great for just bringing into balance some of that dysbiosis. And as long as things are going good, you're just going to march through phase 2 like the back of the bottle says. You're just going to walk it out. CellCore really has this designed very nicely for this DIY type situation. Then in phase 2 or phase 3, sorry, you're going to move into whole body plus immune support. Okay. In phase 3, you're going to have a liquid para. The para 2 is going to go away. You're still going to have the Mimosa pudica. You're still going to have, oh boy, I gotta think. I think we bring in the advanced TUDCA in phase 3. And in phase, CellCore really designed these kind of to keep them in a certain price point as well. So in the foundational approach versus the comprehensive approach, the products are a little bit different. So if you've got your code and you can get in, compare those, especially in phase 3. In phase 3, I prefer the comprehensive approach. On the foundational approach, they take out the BCATP, and it's kind of to conserve price because the advanced TUDCA comes in, and that is a little bit more expensive. An amazing product to address that liver. So on phase 3, you're working up that funnel and we're getting to that liver a little bit harder. But I highly, highly recommend that you order the BCATP on the side or just order the comprehensive package. And this at phase 3, you're going to get another, if you just do the package, you're going to get another CT minerals, which you may or may not need at this point. You might still have a lot of it left from phase 1. So you can order, you can see what is in the box and you can hand pick it so you're not ordering too much product. That's something that you can do as well if you have full access and you can order these things as you want, okay? Then phase 4 is going to be systemic detox. And some people will kind of stop there at the end of phase 4 and you'll feel like you have it completed. So at the end of phase 4, depending on how you feel, if you're really having, or if this brings out some weirdness in your colon, in your bowel movements, then at phase 4 is kind of a really great place for you to decide if you need a consultation, if there's something that you want to investigate further, if you're having weird symptoms, or this in phase 4 is a great time to test your food allergies. If you're having any weirdness and if your bowels haven't really auto-corrected, it's a great time to check for gluten sensitivity, food allergies. It's a great time to bring in urine testing, like for mycotoxins and different things like that. There's a good chance I may give you access to some of those tests as well without that consultation, and then you can see your results. If they're alarming, then we can pull in the consultation. So I'm honestly at this point not sure how that's going to look. I'm not sure how far we're going to go with this DIY, because I mean, I get like, and my fees are really not that expensive. I run a small little at-home business, and as far as practitioner fees go, they're really reasonable. So I get you wanting to be independent and have all this stuff, and I share that spirit with you, but I'm honestly just not sure yet what that's gonna look like. But you are welcome when you get to phase 4. You'll have access to my email, you'll have access to me in some groups, and so we can figure it out. You know, we'll work within your budget, we'll figure it out. Phase 5, you can go deeper again with the products, or you can figure out what maintenance looks for you. Like for me, I'll probably always stay on the biotoxin binder. I'll probably always stay on the BCATP because, well, life is dirty. You're going to be exposed to toxins always. They're never going to go away. And that BCATP just gives me so much energy, cellular energy, brain energy. I just love the get up and go. At 50, I got my get up and go back. And that BCATP, I probably will never go out without. The CT minerals as well. They're just amazing maintenance. You can use that for your kids. You can use it for your animals. That's also probably something that I'll never go without. So I need to speed this up a little bit. I've been talking too long. So what else will you get when you join my DIY access? I will have a Facebook group that you will have to be added to by me. If you are inactive and you're not ordering products, I will bump you out of the group. So we will have a Facebook group where we can do questions back and forth. I probably will be also adding that app called Band, BAND. I will be developing a group for that. I haven't done it yet, but I do like that Band app, and I like the back and forth banter. For people who are a little bit more rebellious and sick of Facebook, I'm there too. To a certain extent. We will also have a monthly webinar, an Ask Me Anything webinar that you will be invited to as part of that subscription. So that's a great time to ask questions. That'll be a great time to shoot out your gross pictures and, you know, do some of that kind of fun stuff. If you get at any place in this process and you're disappointed in your product, or you're disappointed in the process, things aren't turning out at all like what you heard everybody saying that they should be, then it's time to move to one-to-one help. Then it's time for a thorough consultation and a thorough background, and dig into your lifestyle, dig into your toxin load, dig into your health history, do some testing. Then it's time for that. You don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to be so strong, so independent, so DIY, okay? I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. And, you know, sometimes when we start cleaning things up, other things crop up, even if it's emotional baggage or, you know, things just kind of change when you start to, the realm of death, when it starts to leave your body, things change. You know, even your mental health might change. So I'm here for you. Don't feel like you have to do this alone, okay? So again, I just am inviting you to be part of it, to jump in, to join up this DIY subscription. I'm gonna throw it out so you can do it a couple of different ways. If you want to do month to month, you absolutely can. If you decide to quit, which you can quit at any time, then you will lose access to my code to buy CellCore independently online, or you can do a month or a year's subscription for $100, and that gives you access for a full year. It gives you access to the Facebook groups, to the Ask Me Anything webinars, to get your questions answered. And you're always, always, like I say, welcome to come in for one-on-one care. And I will give you, I don't know, some sort of discount off your new customer um, evaluation if you're already a DYI member. So there's that. That is my sales pitch. And I really, really, really hope to see you guys in the future. You can go to my website that I have set up just specifically. I have set up just for this purpose. It is www.cellcorediy.com, and give me a shout. Just get on the website, follow the prompts, click on the join button, and you know how to do the rest. You'll figure it out. It was so nice chatting with you. Sorry I get too overwinded and get to talking too much. I had originally thought that I might show you some of my nasty parasite detox pictures, but I'll save that for the groups. I'll save that for our meetings and our webinars. So you guys have a great day, and I can't wait to work with all you independent DIY your wellness gals. Thank you.